Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit more about point slope. So let's just review a second here. Which one of the following is written in point slope form? Well, this one right here is slope intercept. We've talked about that. It's got the M and the B. This one here is actually called standard form, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. And then these last two then, this one, since it says M equals, this is actually the formula for finding slope. It's y, no, it's actually upside down. For finding slope, it would be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And that just leaves this one right here then. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. That is our point slope, and we're going to use that again today. We're also going to need this form right here for slope, because what we're going to look at today is if you're given 2 points, how do you find an equation? The last time we talked about point slope, we were given the slope and then 1 point to plug in. Rewrite the equation, y plus 2 equals 2 times x minus 3 in slope intercept form. So this is a little review of what we did last time. 2 times x minus 3. We're going to distribute our 2. So 2x minus 6. And then on this side, we're just going to keep that. We're going to minus 2 from both sides so that we can get y by itself. So we have 2x minus 8, since those signs are the same. And that would be our slope intercept form, where 2 is our slope and then negative 8 is our y-intercept. Now, write an equation of a line passing through the point, negative 4, 7, and 6, 12. Well, in order to do point slope form, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, we have to have a slope. And this doesn't give us slope. But if you're given 2 points, you can actually find what slope is. And you're going to use that form we just said on the first page, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y minus y over x minus x. If I come back up here, this is a y and this is a y. I'm going to do, this is my y2 and this is my y1. So 12 minus 7. Then this is going to be my x2, which is 6. And this is my x1, which is negative 4. 12 minus 7 is 5. And 6 minus negative 4, which that actually ends up being just a plus, is 10. 5 over 10 is a half. So my slope is a half. Well, that's great. I can put that right here in my equation. My y is going to stay the same. My x is going to stay the same. I just need to put in an x and a y value. Now, I know that we have 2 points, so we actually have 2 x's and 2 y's, but we don't need 2 of them. We only need 1 point. So you may pick this point or this point. It doesn't matter. You will get the exact same answer no matter which one you pick. So it's entirely up to you. You know, I don't know. We'll do this one. I got no preference, really. So for y, my y is 7, and my x is negative 4. So I'm going to put negative 4 and 7 in there. Then I'm going to change this to slope intercept. Now, if you put in the other point and you leave it in point slope, it won't give you the same equation. It's going to look a little different, which is why we always change it to slope intercept, because then it will look exactly the same. So I have 1/2. This is actually x plus 4. So y minus 7 equals 1/2 x, and then half of 4 is 2. I'm going to add 7 to both sides. Y equals 1/2 x plus 9. And that is my equation. And if you want to go ahead and pause the video and put 6 and 12 in there and just test it out and see, you can do that, but you're going to end up with that exact same equation. Write an equation using the table. Now, a lot of times you're given tables or you find values in a table and you need to come up with an equation for it. We did talk about in another video how to write an equation in slope-intercept form using a table, but you can also use the table to find point slope. All I need to do is find my slope, and finding our slope for a table, we do our change in y over our change in x. So my change in y here looks like 4 to 6 is 2, 6 to 7 is 1, 7 to 10 is 3. Well, those aren't all the same, but we're going to keep looking here and see if this works. Negative 1 to 3 is going to be 4, 3 to 5 is 2, and 5 to 11 is 6. So when I do my change in y, so this change is 2 over 4, which 2 over 4 is just a half. Then this change is 1 over 2, which is a half. And then the last one is 3 over 6, which is also a half. So it looks like my slope is a half. Okay, so I definitely want to check, though, just to make sure. So I can write down here that my slope is 1/2. Now, in order to do point slope, the equation y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. I just need 1 point. Well, in this case, I've got 4 points. This right here is negative 1, 4. This is 3. Uh-oh. Don't need that. This one is 3, 6. This one is 5, 7. This one is 11, 10. And again, it doesn't really matter which one you pick. You can do whatever you want. I, though, am going to stick with this one because I'm noticing that my slope is a half. And I'm going to half my, oh, not that one. Oh, they're all odds. Well, that'll work. I was hoping that would be even, but it's the x that's odd, so we'll pick that one. Y minus 6 is equal to 1/2 x minus 3. So we have y minus 6 equals 1/2 x minus 3/2. Add 6 to both sides. Y equals 1/2 x. So if I take 3/2 from 6, I'm going to get 4.5. I can write it that way, 4.5. Or if I want to write it as an improper fraction, it would be 9 over 2. You know, again, most of the time in an equation, you're going to have improper fraction as opposed to a mixed number, but either one is okay. So this is my equation in slope-intercept form, and we want to make sure we change it to that and not leave it up here like this, because that would look different depending on which one of these picked. If your friend picked 11, 12, then it's going to look a little different. All right, write an equation of a line passing through the point 2, 3, and -1, -5. And they drew a nice little graph here for us with the points on it. So if you're given a graph, you can use point slope to do it from a graph too. Of course, I know some of you are thinking, why wouldn't I just do slope intercept? But this doesn't actually give you an intercept, so you can't do that. So slope. Now I can use my graph though to find my slope. If I do my rise and my run, this looks like it rises 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we run 1, 2, 3. So I have a slope of 8 over 3. So y minus y equals m times x minus x. And we'll use this one. We'll just stick with the positives. Minus 3 is equal to 8/3 times x minus 2. Y minus 3 is equal to 8/3 x minus 16/3. All right. Now we're going to add 3 to both sides. I'm definitely going to get my calculator out. I do not want to do that in my head. So 16/3. 16/3, or negative 16/3 plus a 3 is going to give me negative 7/3, and that is my equation. Write an equation in point slope form for the line that passes through the points -1, 5 and 2, 7. So this one is just in point slope form, so I don't even have to change anything. I really could just look here and see if I can't figure this out. Looks like they used the 5 and the 1 point, right? So my y here is -5, So this looks like it's positive 5, but remember our equation is y minus y. So this actually is y minus negative 5. This one is actually y. The y value there is actually the positive 5 because the negative actually goes with the equation. So I can eliminate this one and this one because I know it's got to be plus. And then the other one is a negative 1, and the same thing goes for that. I'm going to need a plus because this is actually y minus negative 1. So, oh, both of those are. So the only difference in those two is this 4. So we're going to have to find slope. Slope is y minus y over x minus x. My y's are 7 and negative 5, and my x's are 2 and negative 1. 12 over 3 looks like that's going to be a positive 4. So my answer is going to be A, the positive 4. Write the equation for a line that passes through these 2 points. Looks like this one gives us several different slopes. Oh, all 4 of these are different slopes, so I'm going to go for slope here. You could also plug it in the equation, but if you're doing multiple choice, this is, a good deductive reasoning skill here for you. Y minus y over x minus x, y 7 and negative 1 and 5 and 4. So this is 8 over 1. So it looks like my slope is a positive 8, and this is the only one with a positive 8. So I'm going to say it's C and call this one done. All right. Is the relationship shown by the data linear? If so, model an equation in point-slope form. All right. So we're going to have to find our rate of change. So this is a change of 2. This is a change of 1. This is a change of 3. This is a change of 4, 2, 6. So we've got 2 over 4, which is a half. This one is a half, and this one is 3 over 6, which is a half. So it looks like my rate of change is a half. So slope equals a half. Y minus y equals, I know it's going to be a half, x minus something, 2 and 5. So it looks like they use this 2 and 5 point. So 2 goes in here for x, 5 goes in here. And I don't have any double signs to deal with, so I can just look through here. It's not going to be plus. That one was not plus. Looks like it is this one. I have a slope of a half. My x is 2. My y is 5. Looks like it's D. That's it.